Order. Everybody can have their seats. That'd be great.
What's that?
Okay.
When you fell off the skateboard. Don't worry about I can't wait till it snows. It's just
Everybody here?
easier.
Mark Williamson won't be here?
The sound guy, Miguel. They got it with.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, the first thing on the agenda is a proposition, proposed resolution from myself for a proclamation commemorating the Utica Elks Lodge number 33 for 140 years of anniversary. Any questions? Would you like to make that full council?
Thank you.
The second proposed resolution number 2, authorizing sale of beer and wine to BTS Catering. BTS Catering / Munson, name of event, 2025 Summer Arts Festival, date of events, Thursday, July 17th, 5 to 7, July 18th, 7 to 9, Saturday, July 19th, 7 to 9, location Munson. Any questions? If not, we'll close this and go on to the third proposed resolution, which is another authorizing sale of beer and wine to Valley View of the golf course. Name of sponsor, Valley View Golf Course. Name of event, 39th Annual MVCC Golf Tournament, Friday, June 30th, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., Valley View Golf Course. Any questions? If not, we'll close this and go on to the next proposed order. The next proposed ordinance, number 4. It's a handicap parking sign required. Be it ordained that section 2-16-378, Schedule W, handicap parking locations of the city code be amended to include the following: 2 handicap signs along the outfield fence line of the most northern field, and 2 placed just behind the dugout on the left side of the parking lot at Seymour Park Baseball Field, 400 Euclid Road. Any questions? Very good. We'll close that and go on to the next piece. The next piece is the proposed resolution number 5, authorizing sale of beer and wine to the Dinkin Distillery LLC. Name of event, Water Music New York, More Voices. Date of event, July 3rd, 1 to 10 p.m. at the Harbor Point. Any questions? If not, we'll close that and go on to the next piece. The next piece is proposed resolution number 6, Board of Assessment Review Appointment. Be it resolved that the pursuit to section 523 of the real property tax law, the following person is hereby appointed as a member of the Board of Assessment and Review commencing June 18th and ending on September 30th, 2029. Caitlin McSorley, 2644 Edgewood Road, Utica, New York, 13501. Any questions?
Those are 4-year term? Oh, wait, it goes, it was something later. Did you say?
So we have at least one vacancy on the city's Board of Assessment Review. I was notified that a South Utica resident was interested in being appointed. I requested a letter of intent be sent to the clerk's office. I believe they're still waiting on that. So hopefully we'll get that before our 7 o'clock.
I'm okay with passing contingent that she knew about it and her letter of intent on it.
Okay, yep, I'm waiting for that.
Plus, there's no other people who applied either, right?
Yeah, how many seats do we have?
I'm not sure, I have to check the book. Usually the assessor lets us know.
Good.
I'm good.
Good?
Yep.
We'll close this one and go on to the next piece, proposed resolution number 7, authorizing sale of beer and wine to Baby Wayne Movements. Name of sponsor, Wayne Brown. Barbecue Jerk event is the name of the event. Date, July 21st, 6 to 11, July 26th, 6 to 11, August 30th, 6 to 11, and Saturday, September 27th, 6 to 11. And that'd be down in the Franklin Square Alley. Any questions?
I would wait.
Hang on one second here.
Deputy Chief Noonan on that one.
Jeff, okay.
Sam, wasn't this still Eddie?
Wasn't that one?
Wasn't Eddie gonna check on this?
That
Yeah.
wasn't that
We
one,
can
it
wait
was
till you
another
get
one.
We can wait. And also July 21st is a Monday, so that might have to be amended if we are moving forward with it.
So we're gonna check, we're gonna wait till we check on this?
Yeah, I mean,
When he gets here, we can.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay, and the last piece we have is the encroachment over on Eagle Street. There's two options.
Eagle signs.
Did I say Eagle?
You're good.
Well, it came in the email to,
It's not a piece of legislation, you guys have to decide which one you want, and then the legislation will come out. It's that map and memo to your left.
We either want a
What's the big-
sidewalk or not want a sidewalk.
Yeah, that's my district, I can tell you what's going on there.
Thank you.
You know where Eagle Street is? And
I know the area, I just want
we got a choice.
To be clear, does this
putting
print in 11 by
A
17?
wall or putting in a permanent sidewalk.
Can you print
I
11 by
talked to
17?
people around there, I looked at it myself, and there's a benefit of putting a sidewalk there.
Because some of it's
The wall, I
missing.
think, is gonna create problems, they're gonna paint it, they're gonna
Yeah.
walk on it, put things on,
Nick,
put a
was there anything
sidewalk
else in
there,
the picture?
you're gonna get them off the
No, the
streets.
pictures
They're gonna walk on the
wider
sidewalk.
frame than what they're showing.
They're gonna do it for us.
I'll double
And
check.
they need to
Yeah,
get
you
it done
can-
right as soon as possible, so they can keep moving on their project. People in the neighborhood are for it.
Frank, not to be mistaken, I thought there was gonna be a wall and then a sidewalk next to the wall.
No,
So that's
they just, they
no
didn't have,
longer-
they didn't have.
So do we wanna let Mr. Cali have it? It's his project, let
I mean,
him talk about it?
here's my thing, I think that we need sidewalks. I mean, I don't know how you do one or the other.
The sidewalks got it, that's
That's,
a
so
no-brainer.
that's what we have in front of us, is either you
Yeah.
have sidewalks or you don't.
So option 2, sidewalks.
So, I mean, that's what I'm okay with having sidewalks.
put the
I mean,
wall
I don't wanna
there, there
get
is no
too
sidewalk.
much into this, it's already, the
The
project's
wall's
already
gonna
gone.
cause a problem, okay?
Right.
They're gonna write on it, paint on it, walk on it, put canes on it, and I don't think it's.
How close
I
is the
like-
wall to the curb, if there was a wall for us when we plow? That's the other option
Yeah.
when we plow.
I think the
Right, so
sidewalk.
this
will
one,
be-
the sidewalk actually allows for all that to go on, so you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that too much, so.
Down the road, if you wanna put a wall up, you can put a wall up.
So,
Well, wait, hang on, Bob, are you okay with just the, I mean, with the side, come up here, that's
From a public
fine.
safety standpoint, the sidewalk, the option of a wall, to me, does not to cure the safety issue. You have a wall, and then you have 5 feet of grass between the wall and the street line, so you don't address public
And you
safety.
still have to have the city plowing to, in order to know where that line is and so on and so forth.
You
So-
know, we've agreed that we're going to take care of, obviously, the sidewalks during the winter months, so we'll take care of it. We're also gonna put a French drain inside of the sidewalk to try to prevent water from flowing over the sidewalk and onto the street. So that's gonna be, that's part of the sidewalk.
And I think there needs to have, something.
Frank, you're for the sidewalk, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because you are, I am.
Well, thank you.
I'll take this.
Oh,
You need to work on
come on, Jack. But
He must be getting a jacket.
He takes care of me at the golf course, he changes my clothes up there.
Yeah.
so we're gonna go with option 2?
I would like, I mean, this is gonna go with the rest of the council.
I'm
So
fine with that.
I'm okay with
I'm
that.
fine with that. I think it's a better idea for sidewalks as compared to a wall
Well,
myself.
it does.
You okay with it, Joe? All right, well, I'm fine with it. Is everybody fine with it?
yeah,
All right, so Joe,
Okay.
you're fine with it? Boom, you're right, you're good, you're good?
Good?
You're good?
You're not supposed to take a straw poll.
We're in south.
All right.
They're just-
So is anybody here not liking it?
We're just-
All right, we're good.
Okay, so option 2 it is.
Sidewalk.
Any other questions before I adjourn?
Summer schedule?
Oh, summer schedule. I'm sorry, I forgot.
I would propose July 2nd through August 27th.
Beautiful.
All right, that'll give us, anybody wants to go on any extended vacations. Now, keep in mind, if we need an emergency,
I'm not gonna be
council
here the
meeting, we could
27th.
always call it. But this will give us a nice break, and get ready for the fall. And, anybody have a problem with that?
What were the dates, Jeff?
July
And
2nd.
we're even-
It was July 2nd.
And August
We have one in
27th.
2 weeks, and then we have one in.
So it'll be July 2nd and the 27th of August.
Brian, you were saying there's zoning?
You've got the rezoning of North Utica for the former dump. You have a public hearing scheduled tonight, but then it gets referred to the planning board. So the plan was to act on it at the July meeting.
Well, we'll be here July 2nd.
Oh, I thought you were suggesting
can-
you were gonna take a break.
We'll do July 2nd and August 27th.
What do you think, I'm in the planning department?
We can call a special, I mean,
The one time you say something, see what happens.
Yes.
I'm good, never mind.
sorry, thank you.
It's a committee. When they pull it
Is
out,
everybody good with that?
it's on it.
Just so you know, I won't be here the 27th, I'll be out of town.
I thought you were gonna do it the 20th.
No.
We got a nice long break.
It's not that we're.
And if there's an issue, we need to call an emergency meeting, we could always do that.
We all.
Anybody have an issue with that?
No?
So said.
Okay.
Is that what they said?
Any other questions?
No.
If not, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Very good, thank you.
Come to order. The city clerk will call the roll.
Aiello, Burmaster, Bitar, Carcone, Irvin, Beatrice, Williamson, Colosimo Testa, Lemetico, Giruzzi, all present.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence for the deceased members of the Common Council. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there a motion and a second to dispense the reading of minutes from the previous meeting?
Motion.
Second.
Public hearing tonight. No one has signed up to discuss the amending the zone of the former city dump from land conservation. Public comment period. 3 minutes per speaker. Our first speaker is Francis Brown. Francis, Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244, public comment period. Are you in agreement?
Yes.
Please state your name.
Francis Brown.
Thank you, Francis.
Utica, the city of opportunities. Utica was and still can be a city of opportunities. It is on the local government to make them new opportunities happen. First, fix the broken. Second, transparency. Third, honesty. Fourth, knowledge. Broken. As Utica knows, our streets need an overhaul. The infrastructure below is not much better. The sidewalks in most of Utica need to overhaul themselves. Some of the sidewalks are over 100 years old. During my walks, I see litter everywhere. Really, how hard is it to throw out your trash? So the next time taxes have to go up because the sewer department needs more money to unclog the sewers, maybe you should have thrown out your trash in a trash can. Transparency. When a citizen of Utica or an investor of Utica wants to be informed of something or how it's done, don't give them the runaround. Be open. Take the time to make the request available without all that red tape. Honesty. No more lies. No more cheating the citizens from the truth. If the city erred, better to come clean than get caught in that lie. If a company, business, etc. wants to invest in Utica, give them the truth about the district and the areas like, the history of the area, including former industrials that may have contaminated the soil. I could even go to the DEC website and see the brownfield projects. The Utica Brownfield Opportunity Study of August 2023 was a good start. Knowledge. Knowledge is power, the power to do anything. With the proper education and determination, you can excel at your life's goals. Utica can expand its educational experience beyond this Utica Reads project, which I agree with the new school superintendent. These boxes create a barrier-free access to books. Unfortunately, every box I have seen so far has no books in them. Do not forget, Utica has a beautiful library with air conditioning and endless supply of books for all ages. Utica has plenty of educational experience to do over the summer, including the Munson Museum, which hosts a sidewalk show every summer. That includes a great car show. Utica Zoo will be hosting the Dino Nights every Thursday with live music and more. And of course, Utica has plenty more to offer. So thank you very much. I'll be seeing you when we come back.
Thank you, Francis. We have no guest speaker. Report of city officers. We'll start with Nick Breidenbecker, city engineer.
Nothing to report.
Thank you.
I had a question for the city engineer.
We were talking a couple of minutes ago about the scheduling on the streets.
Sure.
And you sort of explained to me exactly, how you guys are gonna to work it out.
Yeah.
Maybe the audience in the city Would like to know exactly how that is gonna go down.
Yeah, so, mill and fill package, we put it out to bid. It came back over budget, so we put it back out to bid. Adjusted a few quantities. We did not remove any streets.
Nick, if you don't mind, can you just back it up a teeny tiny bit with the state budget and how that worked out? Because
Yeah.
I know this is a discussion that has happened before, but I think that's kind of important to understand the timeline, where we're at and where we're at now.
Well, the budget was late, to begin with, and, since we've been having discussions during budget season of overspending, and I didn't want to release a contract on something I didn't know if we were gonna have the money for. So I waited for the budget to be released from New York State. Once released, that following week, we put our bid out, because we were ready for it, we just were waiting. Then it came back after the month of being let out for bid, and it came back over budget from what we are getting from our state money for chips. So, we adjusted a few quantities and put it back out to bid to try to get under how much we're getting from the state. So that's the mill and fill portion of the job. Bids will be back on June 26th. And today we had a discussion in the Board of Contracts that we are going to canvass that Thursday and Friday call a special meeting to award the bid. Talking to the contractors that did give us the first set of bids, we informed them that we were putting it back out. We still talked to them about the same schedule that they were initially trying to have, which is after July 4th, starting paving after July 4th, which was the same as last year, the same the prior year. So right now we're in a window that we're still in the target zone as intended over the last few years, right? Financially, we're just being a little more responsible about how we're spending the money. That's mill and fill. Repairs list, we did put the contract out for repairs list. It's a reactionary list typically. We do have a general basis of where we want to be, what we want to fix, all the complaints we've been taking over the years, right, over the year, through the winter and everything. The reason that's reactionary and I don't generally release that list is because we could have a fallout of a road, we could have a water line break, and you have to fix that. If you're expending money on the front end to fix the emergencies, something has to be taken away on the back end, right? That's the way it works. So if I told you that a certain road was gonna get fixed and then it didn't get fixed, I'd be called to the table for that as well. And I use the repair money to do the immediate fixes. So, that's repairs. We did a micro paving program this year, which was aimed to preserve the streets that we have. We used our robotics software that we commissioned last year. We took all the streets that are in the 3 classification, which doing the micro pave adds another 7 years to those roads. So that same $100,000 or whatever now gives you another 7 years for $5,000 additional.
Can you explain the micropave?
Now the micropave is like it's a makeup of stone, asphalt, in a slurry type of emulsion, right? It's not a slurry as in a liquid only, but the idea and the concept of it is very much the same as if you were to top your blacktop driveway, right? That's a true slurry, straight liquid. This is aggregate and asphalt, tar, plastics. It has latex in it, which makes it more elastic for the roads, so when they swell, they don't crack, which is what we experience most of the time. When a road will heave, it'll crack. This will hold itself together. So the concept behind it was to, for better words, encapsulate the road and preserve the road for 7 more years. And so we rolled that out under our repairs money, which was the bonded money. And this mixed bag of complaints, I guess. Some are good.
Well,
Some of the
have you
roads are
started,
good.
you've started doing it already then?
Yeah, we did start it. We rolled out half of the project.
Do you know what some of the streets, because I'd like to see how they came
Yeah,
out.
I do.
Oh,
A
I
very,
know they've started, and you've notified, they did notify every homeowner.
we did
that-
notify the
yes, I mean,
homeowners,
that-
absolutely did.
And it's a test, so they did it
and
on
it-
side roads and stuff like that, that really.
We did it in a variety of roads. We took Varick Street as one of the more main traveled roads, which there was a curing process and still in curing stage, it's 28 days to fully cure. The first 3 days, it didn't look like spectacular. There was a lot of complaints. Now, if you drive Varick Street, it has mended itself, which is what it's made to do. It's sealed itself. Herkimer Road, we did that a couple years ago. Now, if you drive Herkimer Road, it's great. Coventry Ave, we just did. If you drive those roads, you'll see that it's starting to heal as a word. And that is what we intended. We are finding, though, that maybe on some of the smaller streets or if you have real tight radiuses on certain roads, it may not be the best application for that, right? So as it was a test, it was an educated try, I'll say it that way. The only intention was to preserve what we already have. And some are better than others. There's a quality control situation that we're dealing with. The contractor is fully on board with the conversation and understands that some roads weren't the quality we wanted and some are. And they're here to fix the ones that we don't necessarily like.
So when should the mill and fill come out?
Mill and fill will be awarded like the 27th of June. And then I'll release the list. Again, I'm reluctant to release a list that I don't know if I have to change. If I tell you something, you're gonna expect that's the deal. And if I change it afterwards, well, we all know how that works. So that's where we're at with the paving program at the moment.
Thank you, Nick. Our budget director, Almer Caltech.
Nothing to report.
Thank you. Mark Sokolowski, DPW Commissioner.
Nothing to report.
Brian Thomas, Urban Renewal.
Nothing to report.
Chief Noonan, UPD.
Just come up on our busiest month with July 4th, Boilermaker, and our 5-year reaccreditation. So we'll be busy. Busier than usual.
How are we working on our 5-year accreditation?
We're working on it. I'll let you know after the creditors.
After they leave.
We have a cash report.
The City of Utica cash report for May 2025 totals $31.176 million received and filed.
Thank you. Petitions, remonstrances, and appeals. First District Council Member, Katie Allen.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to give a special shout out. Was it, Mark, did you say it was Miguel who got in the slide at Lincoln Park to get out all that graffiti? So right inside the slide, and thank you. There was a lot of things written in there that should not have been, and thank you for just getting to it right away. And it was probably not an easy situation, so appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you. Second District Council Member and Majority Leader, Robert Burmaster.
Thank you, Mr. President. Nothing to report.
Thank you. Third District Council Member, President Pro Tem, Joseph Bitar.
Thank you, Mr. President. Nothing tonight. Just happy birthday to Councilman Carcone.
Happy birthday.
Joe, come on, Joe.
Fourth.
It's 9.
Fourth District Council Member, Frank Carcone. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I do have something to report. I was at the gas station on Culver Ave the other day, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and the police were making an arrest. And as they were making the arrest, there must have been 10 people with cameras just harassing the heck out of these officers. And I was watching them, and they totally ignored it. They did a great job. I was very impressed. I hope everybody realizes what these people have to put up with every day. Not only the danger they're going into, but being harassed, you know, with people filming like that. It was terrible. It really turned my stomach to watch these people film them and harass them while they were doing their job. That's it.
Thank you. Fifth District Council Member, Dennis Irvin.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just to remind everyone, there's a lot of Juneteenth festivities going on starting tomorrow. right out here at City Hall from 12 to 4. For the Good is doing something with live music. I think they're gonna have vendors out there and everything. Tomorrow night from 5 to 7 at Munson, they're gonna have art displays and cultural stuff from the black community and probably some type of food trucks or something to be out there. And Saturday at Kimball Park will culminate the activities. That's gonna be from probably noon till 8 o'clock. And they'll have all kind of stuff going on, vendors, food trucks, everything, and that's from 12 to 5. So if anybody has a chance to stop in, go check it out. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilmember. Our 6th District Councilmember, Joseph Beatrice.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just got Monday, June 23rd, 6:30, the North Utica Association meeting. Guest speaker will be Heather Tehan, New York State DOT Public Information Officer, giving updates on all the bridges and the replacements on the bridges on North Genesee Street. Thank you. That's all
Thank
I
you.
have.
Councilmember at Large and Minority Leader Mark Williamson.
Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. Gonna be a tough one. Tonight, I gotta resign from the Common Council. Because I gotta retire from ROTC at the same time, so. Yeah, it's just tough. All I can tell you is, I did my duty, I just did my duty. That's all I could say. To my granddaughters, my daughters, my wife, I gotta retire. I gotta resign. That's all I got.
Councilmember at Large, Samantha Colosimo Testa.
Well, that was news to the right of me.
She's speechless, Rock.
You want to know what?
First time?
Well, I've been speechless a couple of times, but I did not know that tonight. So, Mark, I appreciate that, and I got nothing to say. Thank you.
Welcome. Councilmember at Large, Jack Lemenico.
Well, a little stunning with Mark leaving us here, and I'll grab you later. And but you know as well as I do, it's been a total pleasure working with you over these years. We started together. And,
All right.
Every day's been wonderful.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
God bless. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Can I have a motion and a second to introduce proposed resolution number 1?
Motion.
Second.
Proclamation commemorating Utica Elks Lodge number 3,340th anniversary. Whereas Utica Elks Lodge, Robbie, you want to do it?
Yeah, I have some people from the.
Yeah, you go ahead and do it. Yep.
Bring them up.
Bring 'em up.
To waive the rules of order, invite everybody that's here for the Elks proclamation to come up and join Councilman Burmaster in recognition. So, thank you.
Make this full council, right?
Yep, absolutely. We already decided that earlier. in the
Right over
meeting.
here.
Oh, no.
I'd like to introduce the people from the lodge. Chris Ford, Roger Kraus, his wife Kathy, and the exalted ruling this year, Vicky Ford, Chris's wife. It's my pleasure being a member of the Elks. It's a special place in my heart as well. Sponsored by the full council, a proclamation commencing Utica Elks Lodge number 33, 140-year anniversary. Whereas the Utica Elks Lodge number 33, a benevolent and protective order of elks, was chartered on May 17, 1885, and has been a cornerstone of the Utica community for 140 years. Whereas the lodge was established in Fytham Hall on Genesee Street and has since moved to its current location on Champlain Ave. Whereas the lodge founding involved 70 charter members. His first exalted ruler was John J. Flanagan, a journalist with the Utica Observer, according to the Utica Observer Dispatch. Whereas the Elks Lodge has had a long history of community service and philanthropy, supporting youth development, veteran programs, and various local charities. Whereas the lodge has been instrumental in raising funds for health care, housing, and other initiatives that has positively impacted the Utica area. Whereas the Utica Elks Lodge continues to be a vibrant and active part of the community, celebrating its 140th year and anniversary in 2025. Therefore, be it proclaimed that the City of Utica Common Council does hereby acknowledge and commemorate the Elks Lodge and service it has done for the community, and be it further proclaimed that the City of Utica recognizes the Elks Club 140th anniversary. This proclamation will forever be inscribed into the minutes of the Utica Common Council meeting this 18th day of June 2025. Thank you very much. Very good.
Want to get a picture with you guys, all you guys? You're up there. Say Elks on three. There you go.
Thank you.
so very much.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
Oh.
Can I have a motion and a second? Votes, please.
Nine yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion and a second to introduce proposed resolution number 2?
Thank you.
Okay, authorizing sale of beer and wine to BTS Catering. BTS Catering 2025 Summer Arts Festival, Thursday, July 17th, from 5 to 7 p.m. Friday the 18th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday the 19th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Munson, 310 Genesee Street, Utica, New York, 13502. Vote, please.
The only thing we were curious of, what does BTS stand for? Does anybody know off the top of their head? No, it's just, okay,
Anybody
so whatever the
use the
LLC,
acronym?
yeah, I mean, that's fine, I just wanted to
It
make
may
sure.
say it on the paperwork.
Yeah,
but
no, that's fine, I just was curious, thank you. Is it behind the scenes?
Oh, there you go.
Thanks, Richie, doing stuff from behind the scenes.
Means beat terrible Samantha is what it means.
Your votes?
Bob's on the fence. And another mic.
9 yeas adopted.
Motion and a second to introduce proposed resolution number 3.
Motion?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Authorizing sale of beer and wine to Valley View Golf Course. Valley View Golf Course, the 39th annual MVCC Golf Tournament, Friday, June 20th, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Valley View Golf Course, 620 Memorial Parkway, Utica, New York, 13502.
Your votes?
Please.
9 yeas adopted.
Motion and a second to introduce proposed ordinance number 4.
I'll introduce ordinance number 4. As it stands right now, it only has Seymour Field. We did have Addison Miller in there, hence the reason Councilman Burmaster is included in this. I don't remember what the exact legislation stated, but it should be behind field, the one field and Addison Miller, to the police department's discretion, right behind the field to where they would like to place the sign. So I would just like to add Addison Miller to that legislation.
We'll read amend it.
Yep, so I'd like to make a motion to amend.
Second.
Votes on
Votes,
amendment?
please.
On the amendment?
Thank you.
9 yeas amended.
And then just to add Addison Miller, one handicap sign to the legislation.
Okay.
Okay, I need your votes for the piece
Yep.
now. 9 yeas adopted.
We have a motion and a second to introduce proposed resolution number 5.
Motion.
Second.
Authorizing sale of beer and wine to Dinkin Dirt Distillery, LLC. Water Music New York, More Voices Festival, Thursday, July 3rd, 1 p.m. to 10 p.m., Harbor Point, 101 North Genesee Street, Utica, New York, 13502. Your votes, please.
Nine yeas adopted.
We have a motion and a second to introduce proposed resolution number 6.
Second.
Board of Assessment Review Appointment. Be it resolved that pursuant to Section 523 of the Real Property Tax Law, the following person is hereby appointed as a member of the Board of Assessment and Review commencing June 18th, 2025 and ending on September 30th, 2029. Caitlin McSorley, 2644 Edgewood Road, Utica, New York, 13501. Votes, please.
Sure, Mr.
And-
President, the only thing I would like to add is that this is contingent that our letter of intent gets to, oh, you got it? Okay,
got it.
perfect. All right,
Yep.
if you can, please attach that to the legislation.
I will. Do you
All
all
right.
want a copy of it? Or
As long as
no?
you send it to the email, that's okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Votes? 9 yeas adopted.
Motion and a second to introduce proposed resolution number 7.
So, Mr. President, Deputy Chief Noonan can actually take a little handle on this. He knows about it. I think there was just a little background to it where the owner might be able to handle a component on his behalf, so Deputy Chief Noonan can explain.
We met with Mr. Brown like a couple weeks ago. This is somewhat new to him. He didn't realize, what really goes into getting a liquor license. So he's going to, he's in the process of looking in to see if that's something that he is able to do. He's supposed to get back to us, and then when he gets back to us, he'll let us know if he's going to proceed with or without the liquor license, and that will determine kind of how we proceed. So just waiting to hear back from him, and had a really good meeting, really nice guy, has really good intentions. It's just new to the whole liquor license
And
process.
was that to replace the Soul 112 one for July 19th? Do you recall that one?
I do. We met with them also. I wasn't a part of that meeting, so I can't comment on it. But they're not working together, and there was a couple, I think there was a couple of conflicted dates.
Sure.
We made both of them aware of that. So that's going to change both how they proceed forward too. I think I know we're meeting again with both of them.
And we made our summer schedule, so July 2nd is our only meeting for right now.
Which we can always call a special meeting. I mean, I know I'm off for the summer, so I know. The only thing is that I know the last meeting that, according to Captain Holt, that they were supposed to put in the application for the authorization of beer and wine before this following meeting for their permit to get approved. So that's the only thing, that's the last I've heard, an update on that. Has anybody gone to the clerk's office in regards to that new application? There's no update since then. Okay. So, I mean, I don't even mind putting this into committee and then just waiting till once they have their meeting to figure out what dates are applicable to both of them.
That's fine.
Is that okay?
We still have time. I mean, it's not-
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's only one meeting in July though?
July
As of
2nd.
As of now, we only have one meeting
All right.
in July and August. So our first meeting, July 2nd.
We'll try
and
and get
then
a hold of both of these individuals, and let them, try and fast track it if we can.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, Chief.
Motion to commit?
Yep. Can I have a motion and a second to introduce proposed ordinance number 8?
Motion?
Second.
Ordinance authorizing encroachment on Eagle Street and Albany Street. Votes, please.
Nine yeas adopted.
President, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
No, we gotta
Oh,
pull out
which
number
one?
7.
We gotta pull out.
Oh, number,
9.
oh, okay, I'm sorry, guys. I was a step ahead, I apologize. Oh, the meeting dates, okay, I'd like to make a motion to pull, resolution number 7.
Second?
I'd like to make a motion to amend, that the first meeting is on
July 2nd.
July 2nd, the next meeting's on August, 27th.
I got a question, before we do that. Being that there's probably not gonna be a whole lot on the agenda, can we do the pre-meeting at 7 and then the regular meeting at 7:30 or 7:50?
Well, I think, Jackie, you get 2 months of, you get 2 months of, 2 months of meetings, I don't feel comfortable doing that, no. Especially if we don't meet in between those times, I'd like to give everybody a little time to discuss that.
Did you wanna make it earlier?
Yeah, why would we
Why
go
would you start
later?
at 7 if we didn't have much?
Well, because he said 7:30, but I mean, our regular scheduled meetings are at 7. So what he's,
So they're talking about bringing the 6th one maybe at 6:30?
I don't want to change that. I'd rather just start the 6 o'clock at 6 and then have the regular meeting at 7. That's too much to change.
Well, you could have just 6:30 and 7. no?
6:30 and 7, but he said 7 and 7:30. I'll be okay with
I
that.
just changed it to 6:30 to 7. I just did, because listen.
Sorry.
He did it.
Yeah, don't our rules of order say it has to be 7?
It does. That's why you waive the rules of order and you make the ordinance so that it
So
changes.
what would we have to do on this?
But we're still starting at 7.
Right.
So we could do 6:37.
Right? Does that, I mean, the regular meeting starts at 7. You just move your, I don't know, whatever you guys want to do.
Move the pre-meeting.
I don't like changing that. I'd like to keep it the same time,
Well, we can
not to
start with the
confuse
7.
folks.
Leave it at 7 for right now.
I would just leave it.
Yeah. Just leave it. It's a half hour.
So we're going at 6?
Yeah.
6 and 7, regular time.
Well, you know, you might have 5 o'clock meetings
Yes.
on that board.
Read it.
Yeah. Okay, announcement on dates for July and August common council meetings. Be it resolved, common council does hereby schedule its regular common council meeting Wednesday, July 2nd at 7 p.m. and August 27th at Wednesday, 2025 at 7 p.m. in the common council chambers. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Can I just say one thing before you do? So, I just don't want to, so they could go, if they both these entities choose to go forward without a liquor license, they may have the events. Because they can be permitted without council approval if they choose to go forward without the liquor license. Correct?
Once we approve it.
Well, but if they choose not to have alcohol.
Oh, then they would just still have to get a,
Right, get a
they would still
permit.
have to get a permit.
Yeah, so I just don't want, if they have the events, I don't want any council people to be
Right,
surprised.
the only reason why we do is the alcohol and beer
Right.
ordinance, yeah, that's it.
So
So
they
that-
may have, they may choose not to get those and then go forward.
And then we would just, it would be the regular process through the
Yep.
clerk's office.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
Are we done?
One more.
Yeah, motion to pull ordinance 9.
You have a second?
But the planning board hasn't reviewed it yet. And
Oh,
Seek-
so that's why I
And
thought-
seeker hasn't been completed yet either.
Okay, so we don't
No, the
have-
plan is to do it at the, hopefully the next meeting in July.
Okay.
July 2nd.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn, it's already committed.
You have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. President.